Why would that ever fucking change? I fucking hate this shit. It had me thinking there was something fucking wrong with the goddamn... Like, I haven't changed a fucking thing in terms of what the audio device is or what it's fucking doing. It just drives me fucking batshit. Like, I never do that. Haven't altered. All I did after yesterday was delete the games I got rid of, and then shut down the fucking computer. It hasn't updated. Nothing's updated. Nothing's done anything. And then just for some reason, oh, it's not the USB codec. It's just attached to nothing. Not even a different, like, not even a different fucking audio thing. Like, I could understand if I'd plugged, like, a fucking, PS5 controller into this, because it has a microphone in it. And every now and then when you plug one of those things in, Windows goes, huh? You want all the audio output to go through the funny little fucking microphone, the little speaker in the goddamn thing. And it'll do that. And that's annoying, but at least there's a fucking traceable goddamn idea to it. As opposed to just a setting that I haven't gone near and haven't touched. So why would I even fucking look at it? Just go, eh. Everything else is fine. Desktop audio still seems to understand where the noise comes from. And then you cluster that with just like, okay, like I can click on this and I can get options, but I can't get like the right fucking options. I have to go over here. I have to go over here to get device. Device won't be just in here somewhere. It won't be in advanced audio properties. Why would it be there? I don't want to have to torture people, but I feel like I do. I just, I don't know. What I ask for is so simple. I don't even ask for a meaningful, happy existence. I've lowered the bar that fucking much. It's just, I just want some basic shit to work like it says on the tin. No, I don't. DSK, I don't. Again, it stays in, it stays sitting there, it stays plugged in. Nothing is touched. I don't turn it on after I've turned the computer on. It's just on. It's in its state, immobile and unfucking changed from day in to day out. And you'll notice, day in, day out, this doesn't happen. If it happened every fucking day, alright. I am not in the mood for this shit. This is also why not have the fucking... if there was some other fucking thing, it would make a bit more sense. It just decided to change a setting on its fucking little lonesome. Alright. This can just cop a degree of my fucking frustration. Goodbye.
You fucking baby raper!
Okay, it's Latin American. What a weird approach to get titties. You know what I mean? Like, credit where it's due, at least the Japanese knew how to make a titty game that made some sense, you know? And I'm 100% sure there's a fucking, like, probably a PC 98 titty game based around a fucking, game show about seeing titties, but still, you know? Sometimes it's just like, here, let's see some fucking titties. You beat me at Mahjong, here's my titties. Aviso. Data la natura del gli argomenti. Alright. They're like mid-90s CG titties too. So it's like, there's, you know, that's not really doing it for me. I don't think it's doing it for many. Oh, God. Hey, I could be Piccolo from, like, fucking Dragon Ball. That sounds fun. I know what you have to fucking fill that in is in like just every it's I know it now. All right. I've been called gay in enough different languages to know what that means. Age. Okay. You just be honest. If nothing else, you might get like the girls that like older guys. That's always nice. Okay, this is like my body, I think. 'Cause I recognize obesa. Masculoma? Masculina. I don't know what, is that like masculine? Let's go with that. Well, let's go normal. I don't want to fucking, let's not fucking overcomplicate this. I fucking... Why are the only male selections a selection of bald guys? Am I designing me or am I designing a woman here? Buffy. Okay. Fucking Mary. Alright. I just don't even care. Alright. We're fucking Carl from fucking Aquitaine. Alright. Alright, look. How do I... Actually, you know what? In honor. Alright, I feel like I've clicked enough shit, you know? See. There are like fucking incest games on like fucking Patreon that make like $10,000 a month base bait that look basically like this. They look better than this, really. What in the fuck? That guy's... I don't know what's happening here. That guy's body is like... Looks like one of those bodies you get when like a fat guy buys one of those things that squishes his fat into like muscles. Oh, Jesus wept. Is this like some kind of husband and wife fighting game? 'Cause I feel like that's... Beat maps graphics? Okay. Fucking Italy. Oh, look. Some English. Deep breaths to get through this one. Buonasera. Stop getting closer. Stop getting closer. No, no. Alright, so that's what I wound up looking like. Okay. I bet that is what her master looks like. Donde quisper home. I fucking... Oh, Jesus. Alright, don't know what I just clicked. Falso. Fuck. What's happening to me? Fair shopping. Who's this for? Okay. Rock 8 trend. I thought I'd at least get something here, you know? This requires too many language skills that I just do not fucking have. I don't even really know what Italian for genitals is, you know? Like, there's just too much. All right, you know what that reminds me of? Let's just have a little. Where is it? I don't think it's I don't know. It's hard to say how much honest effort there is in that. Come on. Hopefully I can find it, and it'll be the thing I'm looking for. There we are. Okay. So, the Fast Show used to have this bit where it would do basically a joke on, like, the bits of Spanish television, and I presume you could pick up from, like, fucking, I don't know, England. And that reminded me of this. But this bit, this has a bit that has just been stuck in my head forever. Like, Bozzy Bonko. Okay, you can't see the screen. Why? Thanks, John. Fucking helpful. I'm calling you Quasi Bonko now. That's you for the rest of your life. Well, the important thing is that is getting deleted. Oh god. Oh, Roberta Williams. All right, look. There's some fucking sanity. It's hard to say. That was probably effort for the time. But it also sucked. Because I fucking, you know, it really does make me appreciate the fucking stupid visual novels, you know? Because I think that's the right vector for pre-gameplay titty games. You know, it's either one of those games where you try to, like, cut out things blocking you from seeing a picture of titties, or it's a fucking visual novel. Because the narrative components way better set you up for, like, titty than fucking titty game show. Italian fucking titty game show. I do love that this is called Late Night Sexy Game Show, too. Like, they couldn't just call it, like, you know, fucking Up Late with Boner or something, you know. They couldn't give it a title exactly. It just had to almost be a description. There may have been. I do not know. I cannot remember. I do vaguely remember this. I don't think I ever really played it. I think it's just something I saw in, like, box art or something. Oh, fuck you. Don't be a bitch, Laura. Don't make me actually look at the fucking manual like a maniac. Professor X. Oh, I get it. Colonel Dijon. That's funny. Yeah, I think I did see something and it was just like, you know, I wound up clicking on it because it was like, that doesn't sound like the actual title of something, and it was just the actual title, and it really was just like, alright. You know, like, I've been sucked into another dimension, and, I don't know, there's a harem of fucking bowling pins or some shit. Okay. Sometimes you gotta run a specific, like, bat file. Oh, I almost thought that said cheese. Might have to install it. PC Junior! I still love that PC Junior is a thing. Eh. A vending machine? I feel like whoever came up with that idea should be, like, whapped with a fly swatter. There we go. Alright, I found the one that was, like, cracked. No, I have not. Oh. Oh. Laura, dear, please excuse me. I'm going to freshen up in the bathroom. Okay. I'm gonna go splash me minge. Alright. Do I have options besides stab? That was fiddlier than I had to fucking... Yeah, I'm not sure why this is going... yeah, it'll be like... I have to, like, look, don't I? Yeah. Okay. I mean, aside from the fucking strangely pitched alien hum that I don't know how to turn off, you know, fun. Lillian, dear, are you fresh? Is that cat like a cat? Oh, okay. Fuck you. All hail the new flesh. Honestly, like, audio design, like, if that were a bit quieter, like, a bit subtler to the point where it wasn't just extremely noticeable at every second of the game, it wouldn't be bad. Like, if you know, if you go back and play, like, things like Silent Hill 2, like, there's some kind of weird background hum going on all the time. And things like that are quite effective at, like, fucking with you. See, the dagger, I remember the dagger of Ammon-Ra. This one might actually be pretty good. Should go back to that fucking sound and start chanting, make number go up. Well, how about you initialize your lips on my ass? Okay. Let's see. Can I scoot my way around that? I want the audio. I want the good audio. Fancy audio. Damn it. Alright, let's just install this fucker. $256 colors, baby. What is my extended memory doing? Because I was tinkering with it in order to get Hulk Hogan to pixelatedly shout at me on TV. Yeah. System. It's in system. God, I fucking remember. That's it's still there. Still something there. Did that install it? Shove along more dogs! I am partial to a gal solving mysteries. I love the chestnut tree joke. Fuck, that killed me when I first saw it. It still makes me laugh. Because you're so nestled into this fucking Flintstones reference that makes sense, because that was the comparison quite frequently back in the early days, you know, particularly when they were coming up on, like, you know, beating them for number of episodes, which was a big deal at one point in time. I mean, look at this. I mean, alright, that guy sneaks like a maniac, but he's probably a murderer, so, you know, yeah, I mean, look at that. Yeah. He's about to hit a chestnut tree, sung in the tune, and then the scream. The other bit that always gets me is the slide off of the tube like the fucking, you know, brachiosaur neck, and crashing through his fucking window. That and the fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark cold open is still a miracle. I'll just watch that every now and again. Like, fuck, it's good.
There is still time to correct this most grievous misunderstanding, Mr. Carter. The dagger of Ammon-Ra must be returned to Egypt.
Stay out of my way, or I'll thrash you within an inch of your life.
Surely you can find a way to accommodate everybody's wishes.
Who are you to tell me what I can do with my own property?
Your property? What authority do you have?
The authority.
Would it not be better to work this out diplomatically?
Yeah, let's get going. I want to meet my cute little mystery girl.
Laura Baines, right?
Laura Bow, sir. And I believe you have the advantage.
Crodfaller Rhubarb, ma'am. Though you can
What?
call me Rube.
Okay.
So I
Oh, that
suppose
was his
you've already
name.
met Sam.
I thought that was
Yes,
some
he's
kind of,
very colorful.
interjection. Like you'd say when you stub
Don't
your
let
toe.
him shake you. He's tough on the outside, but inside, he's got a
Oh,
heart of
crud full of
stone.
rhubarb.
I'm sure he...
Never mind.
That's...
Oh, ginger girl with a southern accent. I mean, look at that. That's some lovely graphics back in the day.
The imposing Gothic entrance to the...
I mean, this is like, this is the general look of, like, the 256 color Sierra is peak Sierra. This is when, like, they kind of fucking managed to curtail some of their worst fucking instincts. I'm also willing to bet that these ones probably don't have as many stupid bullshit deaths. Like, I feel like Roberta Williams probably tamped down on that a little bit. Lava Cap. That was the original name of the fez. 97's amazing. X-Men 97 is like the best thing on TV every week. About the most I could say is I wish there were a few more episodes so it could stretch a bit of stuff out, but otherwise it's been fucking impeccable. Kidoki? This is just the fucking Bioshock hacking. That was just what shit was once. See, my problem here is, where the fuck am I wanting my lava to go? Like, there's no visible endpoint, so what am I aiming for? I just need 360 points, but like, you know, there should be like a ding, a thing, and I go, oh, okay, yeah, how do I get up there? Like, having it score-based is just baffling. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, it's, like, it is really phenomenal. Like, I keep thinking of other shit that would, like, actually benefit from, you know, that. And my first thought, obviously, was Batman the Animated Series, and then I remembered Kevin Conroy is dead, and I made myself sad. Because, I mean, if, like, it's not even, like, see, the thing is, it's not even about making it, like, in any way, shape, or form adult, because it isn't. You could still show this show to kids. It's just access to, A, the ability to really do a degree of maturity, to have the budget to do, like, some fucking animation, and just a level of creativity in things like the cinematography. Like, it's been really, it started simple, but it's been getting better and better. Like, every episode seems to get better at it. It's fucking crazy. And, like, I just keep thinking about what Batman the Animated Series with, like, access to that. You know, again, I don't want it to be like fucking Harley Quinn. I don't want it to be like all swears and shit and just people getting gutted and whatnot. I want it to basically still be a show that, like, a kid could sit down and watch without a parent flipping the fuck out. But if you just imagine, like, if they didn't have the fucking little, you know, still make it for fucking the fucking, you know, 13-year-olds or whatever, but just without the fucking cunt sitting over them telling them what to do. The funny thing is, you know what X-Men 97, you know what the good show has done? It's sold toys. I've bought a bunch of fucking X-Men 97 toys. You know, got me. Reboot's not impossible. The one that I keep, the one that I wound up coming back to, because every time I think about the Batman animated series, it would be perfect for it. Like, it would be fucking perfect. And it can't happen. It could never happen. Like, it just can't. I like some of the other Batman voice actors. You know, Diedrich Bader actually is surprisingly good, but also he's Brave and the Bold Batman, and that's its own thing. And it's also really good, but it's also its own thing. But the one I keep coming back to now is like Ulysses 31. I think that would fucking that with a bit of a budget behind it. You know, the world deserves fucking French-Japanese disco anime retelling of the fucking Odyssey. Cause fuck, it's good. I watch it the second it's released at like 5 p.m. now. You know, I wasn't even really looking forward to it. I just thought, oh, that's cool. They're doing like X-Men '97. That's nice. It was just that. I wasn't expecting anything fucking out of it. And then, I mean, like, I sat down and watched the first episode just because I was like, I didn't have anything to do. And pretty much, I mean, look, from the moment the fucking, you know, theme started, I was 10 years old again. But then, when you see like Cyclops doing fucking actual cool shit with the beams, and like some thought put into it, and some thought and, you know, the ability to fucking use an extra budget to fucking actually get it done. I was like, oh, this is, like, that's fucking sweet. That's the shit that you'd imagine when you were a kid. Like, alright, how do these work? How do I fucking make them work? What do I do with these? Yeah, sure, sound. Oh, I'm a lawnmower. I mean, I could really be mowing my actual lawn. There was a degree of serialization in X-Men. Like, you could tell, though, it was one of those ones where, like, they do a lot of mini arcs. You know, like, so you'd have Days of Future Past, and you get, like, a 4-parter of that. But it was just one of those ones where, like, you know, you have to tamp down on it. Yeah, I never watched any of X-Men Evolution. Oh. I did not know there was a DOS version of Lawnmower Man. Now that's interesting. Look at that. That's what we thought computers were going to do in the future. I don't believe you, Game Zone. Alright, we'll get to this in a second. I need to pee. Lawnmower Man's in your mind now. I do have, like, it's, like, there's an awful lot of stupid shit that you just gotta thought, oh wait, I think I remember this now. An awful lot of stupid shit that goes into the fucking suspend your disbelief pile. But, like, once you get past that, it's a fun movie. Like, I like it, I think it's good. You know? If you can get past the idea that, like, yeah, putting a virtual helmet on a guy with fucking, you know, mentally retarded is gonna fucking turn him into some kind of internet god. the story. I asked someone to make me a piss mode song, and they made me a piss mode song. I mean, that was my part in it. It's 2024, and they're still kind of getting fucking VR down. Oculus becoming, like, closed really fucked it up. You know, 'cause there was a shot there where it was all going to be this one open thing, and you just made games and they'd work on it and stuff, and then Oculus closed itself off. Yeah, Flowers for Algernon at least has biotech in it, which you can sort of understand. It's like, we made a medicine that fixes this guy's brain. It's like, alright. You know. Cyberjob. Ready for virtual reality. Alright, I gotta remember the controls. Because I think I have. Alright, so up, down, left, right. Fire, port, fuck, great. That's nice and easy. Can't argue with that.
Get ready.
Ready for
Jump
what?
now.
I think this is on something else. I think I've played, cause I remember playing this and it didn't look like this weird shit.
Get ready. Jump now.
Cause it's just like,
Jump. Down.
oh no! That is a batshit insane lawnmower. Steel cheeks. The virtual cheeks, but now they're about to be virtually mown. I'm not sure why, but if you die in virtual reality, you die in real life. Which is funny, because you know, it's not like fucking Necromancer or some shit where you literally plug. You can imagine someone fucking like, alright, if I had like a fucking 3.5 plug in my head, I could imagine someone frying my brain via that.
Lawnmower Man's in your head now.
I love
There's
that.
no escape. Ever.
That bit with a guy with a lawnmower fucking face is probably the closest the game gets to like the actual original story. Because the original story is butt fucking insane.
Get ready.
Okay.
Jump now. Jump. Down.
I pushed down. Like I think it's on. I think it's on one of the CD systems. It might be a 3DO. CD TV. I don't think it's on CD TV. Okay, there's Lemmings. No. CDI perhaps. No. Maybe CD32? Wait. No. Alright. Because I know it's... okay, no. I know it's on, like... whatever the fuck. Yeah, maybe it's a Windows one. I swear I've played a different... I swear I've played one that looks way, way, way better than that. Because I know there's, like, a few on the consoles that are just wildly different. Like, the SNES version of Lawnmower Man is a very different fucking game. And a better game, to be honest. Yeah, because the Stephen King story is about a guy looking out his window and seeing a dude literally, like, sprinting around his backyard, eating the, like, mowing the lawn with his face, like, eating the grass. Oh. THQ, you say? This is what it, like, it... You know, the thing about Lawnmower Man is like, alright, yeah, you know, virtual reality, video games. I don't know why there's a second player there, there shouldn't be. Alright, I've got two characters for some reason. So, yeah, this is a run and gun. It makes no sense, it shouldn't be a run and gun. I don't know why I've got fucking my thing eating, saying I've got two controllers plugged in, I'm not sure why that's happening. But yeah, you run and you gun. And this is a generous, oh look, there's data in them bins. This is a generous interpretation of the source material. And then, you know, it was like you played through these bits to get to like fucking the virtual reality sections, which were all in mode 7. Access denied. Access denied. Yeah, that were the. Not the manual. Shit. Come on. Come on. Fucking joke face. But yeah, look, so you get into VR, and then it's like, ooh, and you're just sort of like dodging shit, really. You know, it's like that fucking Takeshi's Castle game where you gotta get through the fucking doors, basically. I mean, look, honestly, on a SNES, that's, you know, moderately impressive. The rest of the game was kind of balls. I gotta figure out where the fuck... I swear I've seen a better version of that going. I don't know, I'll kind of leave that, because I got a soft spot for those stupid fucking things. And I like Lawnmower Man. Laser Beam Wars! See, I thought the Sega CD, but I also... I do remember it looking better. Maybe I'm fucking remembering something fucking else, but... Yeah, sure, okay, what was going on there? Oh. Oh. Alright. Well, that failed me. Just give him the damn laser beans. Leaper. Right, so just Frogger. I think Takeshi's Castle might have gotten a video game a long ass time ago, but I mean just the, you know, there's a game in Takeshi's Castle where you gotta like just pick a door and run through it, and you know, like some of them are just wood, and you just careen into fucking wood. Why is that death? Oh. Oh. That's as fun as that got. Looks like that Mr. Frog thing from Smiling Friends. And to add, by childware. That doesn't sound right. You know, that just. There's something about the stickers obscuring the character using the computer that gives it like this almost sinister quality, you know? Like, we're not meant to see them, we're not meant to know. It's got Dr. Clorishness. Make a beautiful rainbow by matching the right numbers. Then watch the animals dance a jig. Just for you. The animals are dancing just for you. The animals are dancing. They never stop. You'll dance with them too. Oh yeah, Yeah, I vaguely remember that. That of the lepus thing. Pick a number. Alright. 3. I think he's just teaching me what numbers look like. Anyone who... This was made in the olden days. There's no... You know, not a lot of, like, tech bros in their, like, 60s or 70s. That tends to be a game of youth.
You fucking baby raper!
Leather Goddess is a Phobos. I have a vague recollection of you. Leather. I don't find leather sexy. We'll look at the first one, then we'll look at the second one. Some material in the story may not be suitable for children, especially the parts involving sex, which no one should know anything about until reaching the age of 18, 21 in certain states, 16 in Australia. This story is also unsuitable for censors, members of the moral majority, and anyone else who thinks that sex is dirty rather than fun. The attitudes expressed in language used in this story are representative only of the views of the author and in no way represent the views of Infocom Inc. or its employees. Many of whom are children, censors, and members of the moral majority, but very few of whom, based on last year's Christmas party, think that sex is dirty. By now, all the folks who might be offended by the leather goddesses of Phobos have whipped their dicks... disc. It got me there. Out of their drive and evidence in hand, are indignantly huffling toward their dealer, their lawyer, or their favorite repression-oriented politico. So, hit return and enter. More. The place, Upper Sandusky, Ohio. The time, 1936. The beer at a nickel a mug. Okay. I feel an urge. Imagine trying to get a boner over, like, words. It's probably just because I'm very visually oriented, you know? You're not gonna fucking describe a fucking titty to me in a way that's really gonna this is not gonna do it, you know? Look, fuck you, Leather Goddesses Phobos. What the fuck do you think you get off fucking crashing my fucking shit? You fucking mutt. Yep, there we go. Okay, come on. Where are we? Follow that urge. Here come the urges. I wonder what the updated version is. It's funny how leather just became kind of like the fetish thing, you know? Oh, yes. Ah, shit. Really? Alright. Well, at least that one fucking exited. I don't know what the fucking problem was with the original fucking... Tame, suggestive, lewd. With alluring 3D and sensational scratch and sniff. I don't believe you. And now, 6 years in development, Leather Goddesses of Phobos 2! Ah, with graphics! See, now you're talking. Look at that. I don't know what they're up to, but I feel like they're going to take my kidneys. Meet the pulsating inconvenience from Planet X. See, now this could be something. I think this is the one that I vaguely remember hearing of. I don't remember a text adventure. This titty was really big. Just, like, huge. It kind of looked like that fucking woman from Slither when the fucking little writhing snakes had finally filled her body up. Just one big giant titty migrating its way across the fucking countryside. I think that was in a fucking Woody Allen movie. Everything you wanted to know about sex but were afraid to ask. Which, as history sort of like panned out, did leave some of probably Woody Allen's sex questions off the table. Which is probably just as well. I don't think the movie would have been very successful if it had really addressed a lot of Woody Allen's questions about sex. More like info come. Yeah. That's right.
Outer space! Since the first cave people turned their heads up in wonder. Since the earliest shepherds named the constellations. I fix cars. I hunt rattlesnakes. I watch shooting stuff.
Greetings.
I fix... I'm just an ordinary pulsating inconvenience.
I don't think I'm ready for
I
Bob.
fix cars. I hunt rattlesnakes. I watch shooting stars. I drink burp.
I think Zeke is like... I get very closeted energy from Zeke. Good job, King Cool.
Hi, Zeke. You haven't called me in ages.
Let
anything
me
about that
finger
meteor?
you.
My dad thinks it might have been something else. I was just on my way to investigate, but these new shoes are... Hook up with me later at the diner. Oh, Zeke. You know I can never figure myself out.
Do you find yourself sometimes looking at the other gals in the change room?
A little brat can be a real Dad, I could never... My dad thinks that any race of creatures advanced enough to travel the vast gulfs of inner...
Oh boy. What's that? Okay, I guess that's this game's graphic for nothing. You gotta love a dingbat.
Hi, Zeke. You're the...
What other...
Oh, actually... You know me, Zeke.
Look, I can't argue with that. How could I delete Little Flo? Look at her. Fucking... It's a very specific kind. It's not like stupid. It's just there's a very specific kind of like weird girl that is just
Hi,
like,
Zeke.
you know,
haven't
dingbat. I
called me
think's
in
the best
ages.
term for
Do you
him.
know anything about that meteor?
Usually
My
got
dad
like
thinks it
some
might have
kind.
been
They'll
something
usually have a
else.
job that
I was
requires very complex problem-solving abilities or something, you know. But like, somehow that's it. All right. Well, this is absolutely putting challenge. Lee Trevino's fighting golf. I am Lee Trevino. I will smack you in the back of the head with my club. God, SNK. Endorsed by the U.S. National Video Game Team? Billy Mitchell? I hope I have good graphics. Ditzy tends to be closer to actually stupid. And Ditzy has an effervescence and an almost self-awareness. Dingbat is just like don't even know it's happening, you know? A modern example of something that's close to Dingbat would be like the fucking main character's sister from Delicious in Dungeon. You just look at her and you just don't know what's going on. You know? You can't even land on, oh, you're just like an idiot. Because every now and then they'll do something that's like clearly just too hard for an idiot to do. Just impossible. Like, you know, whatever her name is like really good at magic. And it's like, all right, look, an idiot can't do that. But then, you know, they'll just like, I don't know, stare at a wall like a cat. And something's happening in there. Like something's going on, but like none of it seems to translate. There are two that are actually decent. Delicious in Dungeon is fun because I like treating these environments with that ecologist's eye. Like, I find that fun. The other one that's actually legitimately really good and is just a really well-made thing is that whatever fucking Freerin one. Yeah, the fuck? Alright. Let's fight some fucking golf. Pretty Amy. That doesn't look like a big jumbo. Supermex, I'm sure, is a luchador. Let's go, Pretty Amy. Oh, okay. Don't know what the buttons are. I had Pretty Amy just swinging away for my own amusement. Okay, up, down, left, right. Choose aim view. Alright. Shot. Pause. Enter. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, alright. Yeah, that wasn't bad. You know, when I know what I'm fucking doing. When I finally figure out what the fucking bit is. I don't know why the fucking... Because, like, I should be able to get a shot, you know, choose aim view, yeah, okay, shot, like that's right, I made it, like, fucking not use the joystick, 'cause I don't trust the fucking joystick. Yeah, whatever. Just use the space button. Yeah! Way to go, Pretty Amy. You sure are an Amy. Hard bunker. I'll keep that. Alright, what time is it? When did I start? Yep, it's an hour and 6 minutes. So... Legacy of the Ancients. We'll be able to... what is it? Is it Friday? It's a Monday problem then. Kitty. Oh, look at that. You see, like, you know... Shit needs to look like this. Like, I'm tired of everything looking like a fucking goddamn anime. Like, you've got graphics that can make shit look exactly like a cartoon. I want some fucking, you know, Bakshi and Friends that are looking shit coming up. I want some shit that looks like this. You can do, it's possible, I know that. I don't want it to be 3D. I want it to have that, like, cell shading fucking, I want it to be like a fucking one of those goddamn games that looks like a legitimate anime, but 3D. But this. And that can't be that fucking hard, because there's some fucking shit that comes out that is cheap with that fucking anime bullshit going. You know, just make something look like this. It'd be fucking great. No one out there's doing it. I gotta keep looking at fucking, you know, everything is just like, oh, what if this shit was a bunch of anime girls? And it's like, okay. It was funny. That was fun the first 1,000 times. I think we've plumbed that depth. I would like one other thing, please. You know, eventually, just when you can get around to it. No mad rush. You know, give me some fucking shit that looks like. Give me some shit that looks like fucking heavy metal. I'm not asking for everything to become that. You know, that's the thing. I don't want everything to be the thing I want. I just want like one fucking version of that, please. Don't make me get Quasi-Bonko. Still makes me chuckle. Quasi-Bonko! What about eternal growth? What about growing constantly? What about getting reamed out by fucking venture capital money and having big piles of debt dumped into us and then we're labeled bankrupt as a great and glorious scam? Like, over the years, one thing I've just grown, you know, to be okay with is just, there's gonna be shit that's popular. And that's fine, you know? Especially these days, because these days there's actually half a fucking chance you'll get something that you might like. Like, in the olden days it was just, you know, you'd get the popular thing, and you'd maybe, if you were lucky, find out about the interesting unpopular thing years after it was already cancelled after maybe one season if you were lucky, you know? Now, there's actually stuff. Like, it always blows my mind when people like fucking piss and moan about like, you know, superhero films. Like, weird shit isn't getting made anymore. Or like, you can't find weird shit. And, like, there's more weird shit now than there was back then. Fucking idiots. I don't know where you're looking. If you're paying attention to the thing that annoys you, maybe don't hate watch shit and go fucking look for the weird shit. Go make that popular. You fucking minge. There's just a few things, you know, like no one, I can't think of a single thing that's done that like fucking art style now that it's possible to really fucking do it. You know, and I don't mean in like a 2D fucking dungeon crawlery sense. I mean like, you know, it's like the fighting game I'd make if I had like a minute. Would be basic, it'd be like the third fucking Eternal Champions. And it would be using that fucking like wild ass engine that Arxis has, but it would be to fucking make it look like those old pulp novel covers. Like, that's what all the characters would be. That's what it would look like. It would look like these old pulp novel covers, and it'd be a fighting game based around that. Because there's nothing that fucking there's no game that looks like that. No, that's the other game that I'd make. The other fighting game that's like it's just set in Brisbane. It's something I think about a lot when I see that that King of Fighters stage that's like under the bridges in Japan, and it's just a place, like, you know, it's just a place you can go to. And I feel like a lot more games should do that. A lot more games should have stages that are just like actual locations that you can fucking go, you know? Like, if there were to be a fucking Brisbane stage in King of Fighters, it would absolutely be in the center of the mall, out front the fucking Hungry Jacks. Like, that's just where a fighting game fight would happen. But, you know, that would be all my own creativity and my own ideas. In terms of, like, an existing IP that I would love to see fucking make a comeback, it'd be fucking Eternal Champions Lots of, like, beautiful fucking gore in it. Lots of model damage after the fights, too. Like, I want to get that, like, sort of really over. One frame links. And parries. I'm just gonna put fucking parries, like third strike parries in it. Because fuck you. Because those aren't in anything else except maybe, like, Attack on Cataclysm, and I don't think that really counts, because it's buttons. Let's just put parries in it. I mean, again, some of it's that fucking money issue of just like, hey, that's successful, go do that. And that can be exacerbated by abundance, because then you get like an issue of a lot of people wanting, you know, a lot of small companies trying to get one thing that'll actually like keep them afloat. Rather than anyone, you know, I don't know, thinking maybe taking a stab at something might fucking work, because that's what got that, you know, the fucking successful shit over in the first place, you know. I mean, the closest thing I can think of is like fucking, you know, Alone in the Dark, and that's not, you know, that's a period setting with graphics. That's not like, you know. The thing is, I watch both. I don't know whose fucking time's so constrained that, like, you know, it's impossible to fucking watch any of this shit. Like, I don't know what people are doing with themselves. Like, I like both. You know, I like my big budget fucking games, and I like my weird little fucking, you know, indie things. Like, I'm playing fucking Horizon Forbidden West and Turbo Kid at the moment. Both of those are great. I will say Turbo Kid's fucking fantastic. Play Turbo Kid if you haven't. It makes me want to BMX in every fucking Metroidvania. The BMX is such a... I didn't know how they were going to fucking integrate it exactly. Like, I just weren't sure what they were going to do. And the approach they've got to it is the approach that is the one that makes sense, you know? Put a fun, cool tool in a game and make it really easy to use all the time. And then structure the rest of the game around that. And you wind up with something that is fun. You don't put a fun, cool tool in a game and then, like, make using it really difficult and rare and limited. Because that's just fucking boring. Oh, yeah, no, Sync Marink, like, I get every, like, fucking, you know, didn't fucking Everything Everywhere All at Once win a fucking Oscar at some point? Did someone win a fucking Oscar for that? Like, you'd fucking, like you'd get that movie years ago. You'd find out, you'd hear about that movie by, like, the guy who directed Buckaroo Banzai or something, had this idea for this other film, but it never got made. And you're like, oh, well, yeah, obviously it never got made. It's like fucking people jumping through dimensions. That was never gonna fucking happen. Sync Marink was funny, because it's a real legit fucking weirdo, you know, short film, really. It should like, I will maintain it works better as a short than it does as a fucking feature, like, because it is just achingly slow to get into. And, you know, at a certain point, I'm just fucking bored. It's like, okay, like, I get something so divergent from, you know, a natural presentation of narrative has a purpose. And, you know, once you've established what that purpose is, after anything after that is just kind of grinding it. But I mean, look, it started as a short, and he wasn't expecting it to go anywhere. That's the funny part. It just took off and became fucking viral, this fucking thing he, you know, filmed by throwing a fucking VHS camera behind a couch. Dave Made a Maze. Yeah, I watched that. That was really good. Like, yeah, shit like that. And again, you know, it doesn't need a fucking Kajunga fucking budget. That's the other part. Is like, you can get some of this stuff done surprisingly fucking cheaply. I kind of want to see, like, I gotta rewatch Turbo Kid, 'cause I don't remember that much of it. But, like, the game has been fucking great. Like, you know, all that aside, even if you don't care for the fucking Turbo Kid movie, the game is fantastic. Like, it's a really good fucking Metroidvania. The maps are vast. Like, it's a great example of, like, people thinking, it's like, alright, what's the core idea that we've got here, which is the bike? And it's like, okay, how do we make sure that works in this space? What do we, you know, how does the central gameplay mechanic define the fucking space? Dave Made a Maze is good. I recommend that to anyone who hasn't watched it. I I feel like there should be more movies about like strange spaces too. You know, like the fun bit of the actual interesting portion of House of Leaves. There's a lot of like collectibles and stuff. Like I'm still on my first playthrough. I get the feeling there's other things going on because I found a few little locations that don't appear to do anything. But I'm not sure if they're relevant late game or if they're part of like a, you know, kind of a hidden path situation. I'm not sure. But it is, I mean, like, you know, because you have this BMX bike, and there are like these half-pipe structures and stuff, so you use the BMX, because the BMX just has like physics, like it just works like you'd imagine one to work. And you can do tricks on it, and you can flip it and shit. They got controls for it in the air and whatnot. And, you know, you just tap B to make the BMX will disappear underneath you, because a girl attaches a teleporter to it. And there's like, maybe a 1 second cooldown on the bike. But otherwise, you just tap B and you hop off the fucking bike. You can be running at speed, bail on the bike, and just fling it into enemies and shit like that. You do a half pipe, like a fucking half pipe loop on it to get up higher, you know. And because you can treat it almost like it's disposable. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to like, I got to go back and get the fucking bike, which would make it a fucking nuisance. Now it's a fun mechanic because you can just teleport it underneath you, and then when you ditch it, you wait 1 second, you can just teleport it fucking back. You know, so many games for so fucking long, and it lingers to this day. We're built around like the cool thing you want to do all the time being restricted, which, you know, for some games that made sense because like you're trying to fit something onto a fucking NES cartridge or whatever. And then like they'd build, you know, the rest of the game around the idea that the one thing you wanted to do mostly was restricted. And it's like, you don't need to fucking do that now. You know, you can go, okay, what if you wanted to do the cool thing all the time? And then you can just do things like, you know, add more enemies or some shit. You know, you can maybe add enemies of different types, so you gotta like switch between powers and think, as opposed to just like, oh no, you've only got like, you know, for some reason Superman only has a little bit of eyeball laser fucking power. It's like, don't do that shit. Dave Made a Maze is quite good. I recommend it. Like, if you got, like, you know, it's not long. It's not like a fucking 4-hour fucking epic. But I do recommend Dave Made a Maze. And X-Men 97 if you hadn't watched it. X-Men 97's a fucking miracle. So fucking good. Like, real great use of, you know, again, just, it's amazing seeing what you can do with just a little bit of sophistication, you know? Great use of eyes. Real good close-ups on eyes. And it's like, it's funny too, because sometimes it's like really, you know, smoothly animated, but only during like fight scenes where you'd kind of need it. And the rest of the time it's got like that kind of like slightly less than 24 frames a second kind of thing going, which just fits the aesthetic for it. And it's a fascinating combination of little bits and bobs. One wouldn't think it would have fucking worked, but like, you know, it has tremendously. There were some gambles that have paid off just excellently. Yeah, those are your things for today. What is this? Friday, isn't it? Alright. Around 9ish, we'll have a look at Thunder in Paradise. The virtual episode adventure based around Hulk Hogan. Which is deranged. Yeah, check the Discord if you haven't. I'm gonna try and help Amber out. Make the number go up, that's always a good way of helping. So that's a free one this evening. Pizza Tower will be Subscriber Saturday. That's Sunday 10 a.m. or Sunday 11 a.m. my time, so whenever that is for you. I don't know what Sunday 11 a.m. Brisbane time is for the rest of the world. Got to figure that out. Tick tick. Yeah, play Turbo Kid. Watch Dave Made a Maze. And watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.